Minority Leader Chuck Schumer got a chance to talk to him. We had last time he was on the show was 5 years ago. We caught up talking about this government shutdown and the expectations people have for Democrats. Here's our conversation. Senator Schumer, glad to have you here. It's been a while since we had you, but glad to see you. First off, and I've been around the country a lot the last couple of weeks, and what people have been asking me, they said very simple: are the Democrats going to cave? How strong are y'all going to stay in the shutdown?
Well, look, they've tried 5 times to force us to vote on their partisan bill that doesn't do a thing to help people's health care, and we have stayed strong. And the reason's very simple, Roland. This bill, the Republicans have done such damage to the health care in America for people in so many ways by $1 trillion of cuts in Medicaid, the most we've ever seen, by refusing to extend the ACA tax credits next year, which will cause the average American's premium to rise $900 a month. How does the average working family pay $900 a month? And by the way, if you're older, you pay even more. A couple making $80,000 and who is 55 years old couple will pay $25,000. So the American people understand, we've been working for 3 months talking about this, that we have an obligation to make their health care better. Rural hospitals are closing, families are struggling, nursing homes are telling their patients that they have to leave because there's no money, there's no Medicaid money, and vital research that helps us cure cancer and deals with issues like Alzheimer's and diabetes, gone. And so this is very, very bad for America. And Democrats are fighting strong, fighting hard, fighting united. We have our senators every day. This week, we were on, I think we had 85 different appearances on various media shows. We're letting America know how bad this is, and we're letting them know that the Republicans want to take away their health care so they can give tax breaks to the billionaires. And that message is resonating, so our caucus is strong.
Absolutely. And look, one of the other issues that we're seeing, we're seeing these farmers out here talking about how they're being impacted by these tariffs as well. You know, and listen, it's a whole bunch of these folks complaining in red states. They voted for Trump, and they say we didn't vote for this. And I'm like, so this is all a part of the same thing. His policies are negatively impacting the American people, and you know these farmers, they want Democrats to helpfully bail them out. And I'm sitting there going, go talk to the people you voted for.
You got it. You know, he said the number one thing facing America is just higher costs for groceries, higher costs for electricity, higher costs for healthcare, higher costs for cars, for buying a furniture or formula for the babies. And that's the number one issue. On day one, Trump said, I'll get your costs down. Well, they've gone up and up and up because of healthcare, because of tariffs, because of what he's done with electric rates, because he's done so many bad things. And you're right. The people who voted for Trump are now realizing how bad he is on extending these ACA tax credits, you know, which would raise people's rates, $900, $1,000. 55% of the people who voted for Trump, Roland, want us to extend those credits because they want them. They need them. They can't live without them. And, you know, this is not just money. It's life and death. It's estimated that if his health care cuts go through, 51,000 people will die this year, at least. That's a horrible thing.
Yeah, I mean, I had someone who's a panelist on our show whose sister or whose cousin died and really died from poverty, lack of health care. Also, when it came to, you know, not being able to have a proper nutrition. And this is where, I've been very aggressive in challenging these so-called conservative evangelicals claiming they love Jesus. But it's amazing how they vote against the policies that Jesus would have supported.
You betcha. And the bottom line here is that we are fighting this fight tooth and nail. And we're doing a lot better than people think. You know, everyone thought, oh boy, Trump will win. He'll blame the Democrats for the shutdown. Well, first, they're causing the shutdown by not even negotiating with us. The bill that Johnson sent over, he sent over a bill that had no Democratic input. And he said, take it or leave it. And can you believe this? We're in a government shutdown. He sent the House members home. So the House members are getting paid and not working, but our federal workers are working and getting not paid. It's the exact contradiction. And so the American people know that it's the Republicans causing this shutdown. The Trump voters know that it's the Republicans causing this shutdown. And it's not over just a political fight. As I said, it's life and death. It's people's health care. You know, a mom whose daughter has cancer and is now she's getting treatment and they cut that off because it's from Medicaid. What is that mom going to do?
Got to ask you this here. I've been, granted, you got some 2025 races coming up, but a lot of people are already talking about 2026 Senate races. And we saw in North Carolina more than 600,000 black voters who did not vote in 2024, more than 1 million in Georgia. Texas, largest group of black voters in the country, and you got a Senate race there as well. And I got to tell you straight, one of the great issues concerns that I have, and I'm being very frank, are too many, frankly, white Democratic strategists who are playing black people small. And when I looked at the Mandela Barnes race, when I looked at the race in North Carolina as well, too often what I'm hearing is that, and the same thing happened with in the Texas race, you had a candidate who's sitting here, a congressman, Colin Allred, they were not targeting African Americans at all. This is a huge issue that it needs to be addressed, the investment and the time and attention spent on black voters. And I don't think you're gonna have a shot at winning seats in 2026 where you have a lot of black voters if these same strategists keep playing the same game. Are you and others talking to them say they've got to change how they are targeting key Democratic voters?
Yes.
Especially black men.
Yes. We have Cory Booker as head of our SCC, and he is focused on bringing in not black voters only, but black consultants, black influencers, and people who reach out to the community. All too often, Democrats miss that. We have Raphael Warnock, who's active in our DSCC, Democratic Senate Campaign Committee, doing the same. We have a woman who's from the community, Jessica Henry, who's in charge of giving out a lot of these contracts. I'll give you one other interesting thing. It's related to what you say, but not direct. We have a chance to elect the first African-American U.S. Senator in Mississippi in a very long time. This man, Scott Collum, was nominated to be the first African-American judge in Mississippi, federal judge in 100 years, and the incumbent woman in Senate, Hyde Smith, blocked him using the blue slip. He's running, and we're going all out. I have Derek Jackson of the NAACP working. I have Romero of the ACLU working. We're all working there, and if people are listening from Mississippi or friends and relatives in Mississippi, we can win this seat. But we'll only win it, as you say, by reaching out to the community from people who know the community.
Well, I'm glad to hear that because that's one of my biggest issues. So whether it was Sherry Beasley or Colin Allred or Val Demings and some of the other races, it was driving me crazy as I was talking directly with their campaigns and was getting very little feedback. And so, again, that's a lot of people are paying attention to. And we've seen the black voter drop, especially with black men, and there has to be a very specific, targeted effort to reach African Americans. It's a lot different than what we've seen in the past decade, to be honest.
No question. We're going to do it.
All right, Senator Schumer, appreciate it. I know you're busy and look forward to having you back on the show.
I look forward to coming back and take care and good health, Roland.
All right, likewise. Thanks a lot.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase, and I'm here with a very important message. We are at a turning point in the black community where we must have equity in the apps we use that scale to billions of dollars. But this time, we own the infrastructure, we own the culture, and we shape the future. And Fanbase is the future. Fanbase combines the free functionality of Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube into an all-in-one platform built for the evolution of social media and monetization. With over 1.4 million users, that's real proof that we are shifting the conversation of tech ownership and equity for creators. So right now, I want you to go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest today. The minimum to invest is $399. That gets you 60 shares of stock in Fanbase at $665 a share. This marks a turning point in black ownership of social media. If we don't take this opportunity to own social media right now, we will always be customers to our own creations. And that can't go on. So once again, go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest today. We must own the platforms where our voices live, our stories matter, and where our culture drives the world. Thank you.